if Tim Vigil was not in this, I don't know if this would be a very good issue. So this is the new series that we're doing now that Faust is completely over, and I'm going to cover every issue of Caliber Presents except for number 1 because I don't own it, and nor do I want to spend like $1,000 on it. And everybody CGC's their copy of Caliber Presents number 1 now, so it's even more expensive than before. So I'm doing number 4. I did a video on number 2 and 3. I'll probably put it in the description or maybe at the end of the video. I may redo it at some point because I did it very early in my YouTube career, but I just want to take a look at every single I can't speak, every single issue of Caliber Presents. Some of them are pretty stinky, so especially when you get to the later ones, they're pretty bad. But I don't actually remember this one. I don't remember most of them, but there are a few that are horrendously bad. So we have Cuda in here, Baker Street, Fugitive, Gideon's, Eye of the Hero. I don't know if Gideon's is actually in here. I don't even remember if Cuda's in here, but this is early Vigil Cuda. So this is the Cuda before the one that I covered. There is no James O'Barr in here, so I don't know why it says Gideon's. Oh yes, it is Gideon's, but it's by somebody else. Not quite certain about that. And James O'Barr, I think, comes back one more time in the series, in the entire Caliber Presents, and it's actually, I believe, his sketchbook, if I can remember. But we're going to start out with this, and yeah, this is pretty cool artwork. This is what you would expect from Caliber Presents. And it's very cool because you get to see some new artists you've never seen before, or maybe artists you're not familiar with. So the first artist on this is Mark Winfrey. Winfrey? Not sure. But yeah, man, it reminds me a lot of Damlog. A bit of Damlog, but not as good. So that's man, that looks like Dolph Lundgren right there. Maybe he was watching some Dolph Lundgren movies, and what a weird... Oh, okay. Never mind, I was confused for a minute. That's very interesting, not using any panels. Kind of going panel-less. And, yeah, I guess it's just some dude fighting aliens, I'm guessing. You know, if you want to tell a story, just tell a story about a dude fighting aliens. I love how it's there's not much going on in the dialogue. And then we get this cool character who's on the front. I actually think that he did other... I think he was in Caliber Presents number 2 and 3. And then we have Fugitive. Very interesting art here as well. That's the thing about these early Caliber Presents. There's a lot of good art in here. When you get to those later issues, they're pretty bad. I love that. I love that lighting there, or shading there. I guess they're telling like a Barney Fife story, I guess. Is Guy Davis in this? So Baker Street's in this, so I'm not sure. One of these days I'm going to cover Baker Street. Baker Street is a very interesting comic. I don't think I like it, but I like the way it looks. If that makes any sense. So maybe this is the first appearance of Baker Street. So if it is, maybe I have some money in my hands. I highly doubt it. This was in the first issue, I believe. Man, look at that artwork. It's so cool. But then sometimes it looks kind of like, I don't know. It's like the art is interesting. Like I like that right there. But then sometimes it looks like he's like mixing like brush with pen. Not sure. It's weird. It looks like it's like, what's the best way I can describe it? It looks like he's doing different art styles in certain situations. Like there it looks very like Archie like, but then there it looks very different. I don't know. It's interesting. The best way I can describe it. By the way, great perspective there. I mean that you know where you are. You know that you're in like a concert. You're at a concert, and yeah. Man. Such cool artwork. The thing about Baker Street with me is like the first issues, I was like, why? I'm a bit confused about what's going on here. But yeah, this is pretty much like everything in the first issue. Got some cool art here by John Dennis. Never heard of him. Man, he really wanted to draw those arms. I guess that first person perspective. I guess it's a guy robbing a place. Not sure. Kind of feels like he's telling his own version of Crime and Punishment. Yeah, very weird stuff. I do like the I'm assuming that's probably Zipatone. And then this guy named Tim Vigil, I've never heard of him. I have no idea who Tim Vigil is. If you've seen this channel, I seriously don't know who Tim Vigil is. And then Tim Tyler is doing the inks here. And I mean, this is fucking Tim Vigil. I mean, it's so much better than anything I've seen before this. I guess Guy Davis is pretty good, but I think Tim Vigil's way better. Man, look at that face there. How rad that looks. So cool. I say so cool so much, but it's just really cool. I don't know. Look at that. Man. I mean, I love that face there. That seems like such a Barry Windsor Smith kind of feel to it. I mean, this is just like, you can't draw Conan, so Marvel's not going to let you do Conan the way you want to, so you're gonna do it yourself, and I think he does it way better. And then we end with this, I don't know, somebody trying to be a shitty Von Baudet, I don't know, whatever, or Von Bodie, however you want to say it. Not into this style. Doesn't really make me feel anything, unfortunately. Especially, man, you have to follow Tim Vigil. Very unfortunate for you. I don't know, I don't think the artwork's that terrible, but it's not feeling it. And then whatever, Caliber Presents book. If you're gonna do something, like if you're gonna put something in writing, I think it's so that somebody can fucking read it. But yeah, we'll just open that as we end. That's Caliber Presents number 4. If Tim Vigil was not in this, I don't know if this would be a very good issue. And you'll see as time goes on, they get even worse. But there's Tim Vigil, so at least it can be saved. I know he's in issue 2 and 3 when I covered it. I don't know if Kuda continues beyond this. I guess he was like their Richard Corbin, if you compare it to like Heavy Metal or something. It's like, oh, you know, Tim Vigil's their Richard Corbin, but I think he like stops doing stories for them not very far from now. I think he's in it for the next few issues, and then he disappears. I don't know if they ever give him a sketchbook either. Like they do like sketchbook pages for some guys. I don't think they ever do one for Tim Vigil, but maybe they do. But yeah, that's Caliber Presents number 4, and we're gonna cover every single one of them.